the story of a skeleton named Mr. Bones. And here's Mr. Bones right here. One night, Mr. Bones was walking through the graveyard like he liked to do at night, and he heard a squish. He looked down and he discovered that he had stepped on a toadstool. Suddenly, Witch Hazel appeared. She was extremely angry. Mr. Bones, she said, what did you do? You stepped on my toadstool. You wrecked my witch's brew. She was quite angry. Mr. Bones didn't know what to do. Witch Hazel said, I'll teach you for stepping on my toadstool. She ripped off the offending leg and she threw it into her pot. You know what Mr. Bones did? Well, he only had one leg, so he fell over. She said, oh, do you need some help? Fine, I'll take your other leg. She ripped off his other leg, she threw it into the pot. Mr. Bones fell down into his hips. He started waving his arms around. Witch Hazel said, fine, you want me to take your arms? I'll take your left arm and throw it into the pot. I'll take your right arm, I'll throw it into the pot. Mr. Bones didn't know what to do. Witch Hazel looked down at him and she said, oh, there's always room for ribs. The ribs went into the pot. Nothing was left of Mr. Bones but the skull. Witch Hazel said, I'll teach you for wrecking my witch's brew. The skull went into the cauldron as well. And then to make matters even worse, she took her wand and she cast a spell and started cooking a big fire all around the cauldron. Right at that time, Igor, Dr. Frankenstein's assistant, came walking through the graveyard. Igor was in the graveyard doing whatever it is that Igor does in graveyards late at night. He saw the big fire. He asked Witch Hazel what was going on. Witch Hazel explained the fact that Mr. Bones had stepped on her toadstool and ruined her brew. Igor said, no, Mr. Bones, I know he's kind of clumsy, but he's really a good-hearted fellow. You shouldn't punish him that way. And besides, I have some toadstools that I picked up tonight in my wanderings. So Witch Hazel took the toadstool. She felt kind of bad about what she had done to Mr. Bones, so she waved her wand, cast a spell, put the fire out, and she waved her wand once again, cast a spell, and Mr. Bones came out of the cauldron all in one piece. As Mr. Bones went running away, Witch Hazel said, Mr. Bones, just be careful from now on because there's always room in my pot for some more bones.